Hi, Davi here, and today we have a new episode in the art review series where we feature our favorite, not our, but maybe my, or one of my favorite. Not favorite is a strong word, but where we feature cool, amazing, awesome artists. That now I do have a bias, and in this case, we do have an artist named, if I may. His name is Maciej Janaszek. Like, this artist is based in Warsaw, Poland. So he's a Polish artist, concept artist. And I do like his work. If you check out his art station, he's pretty varied. He's pretty well-rounded, I would say. Character designs, creature designs, weapon, vehicle designs, environment designs. And, it's pretty cool. It's pretty well-rounded. However, I do want to focus more on his creature designs. And the reason why is, he does have videos of him painting his creatures, so that's cool. And one of the things that really kind of brought me into his work is his use of he likes using the simple round brush, a simple circle round brush for most of his creature designs. And you can see it in his paint strokes whenever he's doing whips or work in progress types of shots, or whenever he's posting them anyway. And it's so cool to see because you don't need much when it comes to painting amazing, cool artwork. And you can tell in his Instagram, I think he does, he knows he's more of a creature designer. I mean, he can do other things, but I think he shines more in his creature designs. And you can tell, not just in the finished kind of paintings or renderings or illustrations, but in his kind of sketchbook, traditional sketches or traditional, sketch pages. Sketchbook, pages. He draws more creature designs, which I do like. So if you're interested in seeing his more traditional types of sketches, check out his Instagram. And I think he posts more. He does say he does his silly doodles on his Instagram. He does refer to himself as the third eye. I'm not sure what PL means, but that's kind of his tag name, Third Eye, PL. On his art station, he does say his third eye art. You can tell in the web address thingy. And yeah, no, thankfully he does have videos on his YouTube channel. He doesn't have a lot of he's not a very varied, or he doesn't have a lot of brushes. I kind of like to cope with my brush variety, because it's supposed to make my artwork kind of interesting. But there's plenty of people out there, plenty of artists, professional artists, that only use a round brush, or they mainly use a round brush for the most part. And I guess they focus more on the design, I guess. And I think Anthony Jones he does mention that a lot in his tutorial videos. Focus more on he advises you to keep it simple and focus more on the composition, the design. And it helps if you just have a simple brush. I believe even Feng Zhu recommends the same thing. Just keep it simple, and I think the most simple brush you could use is a simple round circle brush. And I think Third Eye art here is a good example of how you can make some really cool designs with a simple round brush. And it's more about the forms, the shapes, and it's the round brush is a great brush for actually blending, not just for drawing, but it's great for blending photos together. And he does photo bash a bit. This Third Eye art guy. He does it for his more finished illustrations, but in this video example, you can see him use it or he doesn't really photo bash, but you can see him in his natural state, where he's it feels like he's doing it traditionally, and it's more fluid, very, very organic, and it shows that he does have a thing for creature organic designs. And on his YouTube channel, he only has 2 videos, and both of them are actually creature designs. And here you can see him draw this it's an organic kind of bird-like thing. And he does have, if you check out his art station, he has a fascination for teeth. He likes crustaceans, teeth. He does spend a lot of time with the mouth. I'm not sure what that's about, but it does show in his work, and it's pretty cool. It shows you a bit of his personality, I guess. And even in his humanoid designs, he likes playing with the face and mouth a lot. And I think that's where he shines the most. He does add way more detail in the face mouth area, and I think that's also where he photo bashes the most. And you can see him do this in, maybe not in this video or not in this demo of his. It's more of a traditional approach, this specific video, but in the next video, I think this is based off of the xenomorph design, the alien design. But here you can see him draw everything with simple round brush, and he does. Now here it won't take long for him to start photo bashing, and his photo bashing is more about texturing. He's not exactly using it for the design for the most part. Like, the main silhouette of this creature was determined by him with his like simple line work or simple like sketch. And then everything else is more about the texture. He does spend most of his texturing in the head or the face. Then maybe the photo textures do help him design the face a bit, but only minimally. He pretty much decided on the whole thing, on the main idea from the very beginning with his sketch with a simple round brush. And then he does spend again most time or most of the texturing and photo bashing in the head, because that's where people usually look first, and it's usually the main thing anyway. And it's pretty cool because you don't have to actually texture the whole thing. And you can see this a lot in his portfolio, in his ArtStation portfolio, where the head, the face area is highly detailed. That's where he does most of the texturing. That's where he does most of the rendering, the actual nitty-gritty, where he does zoom in. And you can see him do it a bit now, where he's pretty zoomed in and he's kind of defining a lot of the edges, the forms. And it's super sharp, especially again in the face head area. If we skip it, you can tell by the way he renders like the arms, the torso, the tail and shit. It's not as detailed, and I think it has a nice concept arty look to it, where it's heavy on the head or heavy on like one area, like 20% of the actual design, and then everything else is more of like vague, sketchy. I think it has a nice kind of even kind of breakdown where it just looks more natural, because if you kind of render everything, it kind of takes away from the like there's no focus in your work, and it can be a bit too overwhelming, I think. So basically that's it for this art review. It's a super quick art review, but hopefully if you're kind of into the whole round brush thing and you're trying to simplify your workflow, check out the work of Third Eye PL, or Maciej Janaszek. He's a Polish concept artist, a senior concept artist at Techland. I recommend you check out his Instagram work, because that's where he posts his doodles, his pencil sketches and stuff. And yeah, you can do so much with just a simple round brush. Now obviously you can do things like add some photo textures, because it's going to add more texture, more detail, and you can save time. Feng Zhu does the same thing, where he doesn't really bash the photos, kind of like Johnson Ting. Check out the work of Johnson Ting. He's more heavy on the photos, where the photos can help with the design, like actual parts. This kind of photo bashing is more heavy on the texturing aspect of it. You're just adding a bit more detail with the photos. You're not exactly designing with the photos, you know what I mean? So check out the work of Third Eye PL, and you can tell he's doing the same thing with this creature, kind of like in the video, where it's heavier, like the detail is heavier on the head, and then as he goes further out in the arms and in the branch, I'm assuming this is some kind of branch, you can see the round brush. It's super simple. It looks so cool, and it shows his supremacy, his round brush supremacy, and it's a great way to save time. And it's kind of a dick move for me, because I like to sell brushes and stuff like that, but a lot of pros just simply use a simple round brush, and it's kind of annoying, but it's super cool at the same time, because you don't need much when you're trying to make art. It's usually about the story, the design, composition, and it helps save time. And look at the results. It's pretty cool. So I would add Third Eye PL as one of my favorite round brush users, along with Anthony Jones and maybe Yankee or Ki Yang. And yeah, check out his work, and I'll see you in the next art review video. Bye.